Friday, December 16th, 2016. Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. I'd like to talk about geopolitics and the markets. We just had an incident that's been reported about an hour ago about China seizing unmanned underwater U.S. Navy vehicle off the South China Sea, and that the U.S. is now demanding that China return this unmanned underwater vehicle. And the Daily Telegraph is reporting here, and I read, it says a Chinese Navy warship has seized an underwater drone deployed by an American oceanographic vessel in international waters in the South China Sea, triggering a formal diplomatic protest from the United States and a demand for its return, a U.S. defense official told Reuters on Friday. So the other thing the Telegraph says, which is interesting, it says the Chinese seizure will add to concerns about China's growing military presence and aggressive posture in the disputed South China Sea. I'm sorry, it's called the South China Sea, not the United States Sea. What is the United States Navy doing all the way over in the South China Sea? So it's interesting that the Daily Telegraph makes such a comment, and it says it's a naval ship, and why would the Chinese pick this thing up, this unmanned underwater vehicle? Probably the U.S. is spying. So that's an interesting story, and what that did to the markets, well, it helped gold, because gold had traded up earlier today to around 11.35, and then it dropped after the PM fixing in London to around 11.27. And then when this news came out, gold popped all the way up to a high of 11.4150. Right now, we're 11.3650, up 8. Silver is 16.15, up 20 cents. The high today is 16.29. The Dow is up 18 points, 19,867. The high was 19,922. S&P down about a point, 2260. So yeah, that's kind of helped gold. I guess gold has had a horrible last month or so since the U.S. elections. We're down about $200 from the high, just on election night. And what else? The 10-year yield, which is something I've been following. We are through the 2.5%, and I think we will go to 3%, and it will be fairly quickly. But as most of you know, markets and prices or yields don't go up or down in a straight line. So today we went up to around 262, and after the Chinese story came out, the U.S. Chinese story in the South China Sea, the yield actually dropped. We're now around 257. But right now, I guess 263, 264 now is the resistance. That's been the recent high after the Fed meeting and rate hike. So what else? Yeah, it's interesting, this story about the South China Sea. Also, if you put that together with all the mainstream media focus, even here in the UK, they're talking about how Russia hacked, even Putin. They're saying Putin hacked and helped Trump win the U.S. elections. There's even a Labour MP this week in the House of Commons in the UK that said that Putin probably also hacked and influenced the Brexit vote, or the referendum, which is ridiculous. It's like, if ever there was fake news, this is it, And today as well, Putin's come out on Zero Hedge. There's a story. It says Putin lashes out at Obama. It says, "Show me some proof," or "Shut up." Show me some proof that Putin hacked. And then there's another story saying, Julian Assange crushes Obama narrative. And he says, our source is not the Russian government. But I knew that already. Assange had, said that earlier, a few weeks ago. I think he was on Fox News, and Hannity asked him, and I quote, he says, "Let me be clear, Russia did not give you the Podesta documents or anything from the DNC, question mark. And Assange replies, that's correct. So yeah, there's a lot of, it looks like these people won't go away. The establishment in the US, in the UK, they're trying very hard, but they're losing, and they're not going to be able to fool people as they used to. We have also this Electoral College vote on Monday, the 19th of December, and that's very important. Normally isn't important. It shouldn't be important. It's just like a formality. But, you see all the stories about, the media and politicians and even like Hollywood stars trying to influence the Republican electors to vote against Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump got 306, I think, electoral votes, if I'm not mistaken, and he needs 270 to become president. So we'll have to wait and see. Anything could happen, these days. The world is so warped. The markets are so fake. The fact that the Fed and the Goldman Sachs chief economist, Jan Hatzius, can come out and, seriously tell people that the U.S. Labor market is overheating and that we're at full employment when 95 million people are out of work in the U.S. that could be working. I think it's just crazy. And the other thing that kind of matches, all this tension between the United States, Russia, even China, and China, is that, Saudi Arabia and China, they're dumping treasuries at record pace. There's a story out on Zero Hedge yesterday that they dumped 375 billion in the last 12 months of U.S. treasuries. And I think China now is not the biggest creditor for the U.S. Treasury. It's Japan again. So very interesting. Something to keep an eye out for. This incident in the South China Sea. Could it evolve into something more serious? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So as I leave here, it's 5:30 London time or 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, just going after midday. Gold is 1138, up almost $10. The Dow is 19,864 for all it's worth. Silver is 1618, so it's nice that we're back above 16. And yeah, the dollar is down a bit here as well because the pound and all the other currencies are stronger. So the dollar index is down about 1/3% at 102.75, but still fairly strong compared to recent levels. But we've dropped on the news of this incident in the South China Sea. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it far and wide. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. If you'd like to donate and help, there's some links below in the description. I accept Bitcoin, BitGold. I've got a PayPal account and a Patreon account. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.